Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to thepitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Lujan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Windover High Roller champion, and the founder of Pitmaster Barbecue Supply Company stores in Utah, the old man himself from Big Johnson's Barbecue, Jesse Johnson.
This is Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central Show, and you are listening to the Pitmasters Podcast, and they are doing it live.
We'll do it live.
That's right, Bill. I just said that. They're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes, live. They're going to do it live.
Welcome, Pitmasters. Man, Jesse, that was a rough intro. I don't know what happened. It was like double clicking. I had weird double audio. It's all good. We cut all that out anyways. So, but
yeah. Hey, welcome to the last podcast of the season. Like and subscribe, please. All you guys that are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to us. It helps us more than you know. And if you're listening on any of the other platforms, leave us a 5-star review if you wouldn't mind. Please. It helps the general public see what we're going, see what we're doing, and kind of lets people know how popular the podcast is. We would appreciate it immensely.
Exactly. Well, Jesse, the barbecue season is technically not done for us true Pitmasters.
No, it never is.
Show. But
yes, somebody had RGC this past weekend. Who's that?
Yes, yeah, I did. I was able to pull off second place in the technically. You want to hear technicalities? I feel like I'm number one in the state of Utah because Morgan, who won the whole shebang, lives in California. So
so it's just like what happened up in Blackfoot this year, where somebody that was out of the country got a GC, and then Slinging Meats got their RGC, got to go to the Jack. It was awesome.
Yeah,
pass it down, baby.
Right? No, it's all good. Yeah, Morgan came out to all the Utah comps, quite a few of them. He earned it, took home that grand championship for the #1 state cook in Utah.
For the whole series?
For the whole series, and then I took RGC.
Oh,
man.
For that.
Yeah.
How close was it?
0.05. 0.05.
Oh, my goodness. They should have just gave out 2 GCs.
Right. Oh, man, it was so close. But
Well, congratulations for a good season. You did, and you didn't even cook that many of them. Or am I wrong?
Right. No, I cooked all of them. To be fair, I did cook all of them.
Yeah.
But I only cooked one steak at most of them, so that's the thing.
So
and
that's half.
Yep. And then I choked in St. George. I didn't get a top 10, which I think would have helped me, but it's all good. It's fine.
Yeah, 0.05. If you got a top 10 call, you got points, right?
Right. Exactly. So, well, we live and die.
Well, dude, we're already planning 2026, so the barbecue season is never over. So.
It really isn't. Speaking of which, we're going to continue cooking into the month of November, smoked turkeys and everything, and we want to make sure everybody in the state of Utah, or even just going to your local barbecue shops.
Go to your local barbecue shops because they need you as much as you need them. So go support them so they're around next year. So you guys get to go in and glean some of their experience, for lack of a better term, steal some of their knowledge, do a little shigging. Yeah. Because man, all day today, all we were doing was telling people how to make different products and really right now how to make the best turkey possible.
Really, we have turkey kits available. Hey Grill Hey, local person has a great turkey kit out. Malcolm Reed has a great turkey kit out. Cosmo has a turkey kit out. So hit up all those barbecue shops and pick up your turkey.
Hey Grill Hey was probably our #1 kit last year. Cosmo was probably the #1 brine. Man, we got a plethora of chicken and turkey rubs for you to choose from. We also brought in, because I had so many people ask for them last year, was Traeger's kit, which is that orange flavored kit, which is really, really good. And we also brought in their turkey pellets.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because we had so many people ask for them. So I'm like, you know what? Do what our customers ask.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then
So
we're trying to secure an entire pallet of sweetheart breasts. So I'm working on that with D&M Meats up in Ogden. They've been an awesome partner for us throughout the years. And last year we sold out an entire pallet of those turkey breasts. So we'll post it, let you know.
Yep. And then also, like always, make sure you have that RFX kit ready for those birds and hams and everything else. So
can't beat the RFX, man. The connectivity
really
is on point, right?
Well, honestly, yeah, that's what I want to kind of point out a little bit. There are a lot of barbecue tools out on the market. There are a lot of competitors, especially in the competition world, that people use, and that's totally okay. That's what's beautiful about America. You can have your own products and your own brands and go with whatever you want.
Your own choices, yep.
But I cooked from day one all the way to St. George last season with using my RFX. Connectivity, speed, everything like that was spot on. It obviously worked. I got great doneness scores. Everything else was kind of my fault, but when it comes to doneness and the doneness, the temperature, the RFX was right on point. So
because there's 4 sensors in that one single probe that give you an even balanced temperature.
Exactly. When you put that right on your cut line, you're actually going to be able to get those 4 different readings and being able to see
that's perfect
your perfect temperature. So,
you know, I had a customer that bought a set of RFXs last week, and there was some issue where the chargers weren't working. This is how good ThermoWorks is. They had them brand new probes in their hand the very next day, and they shipped them back. No questions asked. They took care of it. That's one of the biggest reasons I love working with ThermoWorks, is because their customer service is it's next to none.
Yeah, we always have someone there to help you. There's always somebody there that's going to pick up the phone through normal business hours.
And I can get my orders in 48 hours or less. Usually it's 24, but it's like, man, they're so awesome down there. You guys do a great job.
Yep. And then before we go in to talk to Dylan about this, well, I just want to tell all of you guys, it's been an awesome season. It's been a full season with you, Jesse. It's been a pleasure working with you this season.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we do take a break between November and December just because, one, it's hard to book guests, too, and everybody has holiday stuff going on, parties and dinners and catering and everything else. So I just wanted to let everybody know we really appreciate you listening. Please tell your friends about the show. You know, and it's simple. It's just pressing the share button. Just simple on your social media. Just press that share button just really quick. That helps support the show. And then also I want to take time to shout out Derek, Travis, and Crystal on the back end that help with the show. They put a lot of work in on that back end, a lot more than you realized. So
they're awesome.
They're the one who actually carry the show. We're just the faces. They're the actual. They're the bricks.
They're the brick and mortar. They're the glue that keeps our 2 big behinds in check, right?
Exactly, for sure. Yep. So I just wanted to give them a thank you for the last show of the season, but. We should get into our guest and see what he has going on, and hopefully we can round it out with some great barbecue tips, you know, some good knowledge to carry through the holiday season. Maybe I'll ask him how he likes smoking a bird so we can.
And real quick, we did secure our first KCBS of the year. It's going to be May 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
Blue Compass RV, 39 powered spots, $10,000 prize purse now. They really have stepped it up. So we're going to probably move the Wasatch Front Kia, the Norute Barbecue Championship, into September. So it'll be probably 2 weeks after Labor Day. So those are the 2 big competitions or big pro events. And then we'll have 5 backyards. Normally we had 7, but we're going to go 2 at our 5 Point store in Ogden, and we're going to do 2 at Layton, and then we're going to do Hooper Tomato Days again. So that's the schedule. We'll get dates out probably in the next couple of weeks so people can plan ahead and put it in their calendar and plan ahead. So,
well, Jesse, I know you plan on doing hot dogs, but with it being that close to Cinco de Mayo, we should just do tacos.
Hot dogs. Yeah, that's really close. That is that is really close.
Maybe
move hot dogs to our September comp. That's not a bad idea. Hey, if you guys have any suggestions on that, where do you want to do hot dogs or tacos? Drop in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right, let's go chat with our guest and see what's up with them. I forgot to give a shout out. It's Holy Smoke Barbecue is his barbecue team name.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
We call it Thermapen 1, the first true 1-second cooking thermometer. Its unprecedented speed means Thermapen 1's responsiveness approaches the speed of thought. Because when you're plating the perfect menu or smoking the perfect side of barbecue, you don't have time to think about how your instant read thermometer is accurate to 0.5 degrees in 1 second or less, or how rugged and waterproof it is, or how big, elegant and bright the backlit display is. You'll just know it works, because our perfection powers your perfection. Seek perfection with Thermapen 1.
Dylan, welcome to the show, my man. How's it going?
Hey, everybody. Appreciate y'all having me tonight.
Yeah. So, yeah, we really appreciate that. I'm just coming out the gate. I'm just going to bring it right out to people who are watching the show. You go back and watch this on YouTube. But, man, what is that behind your shoulder? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. And why is there a tree behind your shoulder, a Christmas tree?
So that is a battle lost and a battle not partaken on my side. Some things are worth walking outside for.
That is not a fight to have. Just let the wife do what she wants to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it civil in the house.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, we got that out of the way. Welcome to the show, my man. How are you?
I'm great. Thank y'all for having me tonight. I'm thankful for this opportunity to like I say yap about some barbecue with y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of barbecue, man, how did you get into this? I know we ask this question every week, but everybody has a different story.
But everybody has a different story. And
Yeah.
people are really interested in people's barbecue journeys. So
yeah, exactly.
They are.
Man, my barbecue journey started when I was a kid. Growing up, Dad on the weekends would he's got ribs on the grill, Boston Bud, just about every weekend. So standing there with him, watching what's going on, I kind of developed a.
Sorry, don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments. It throws you off.
Yeah, just stay with your story.
So I developed a liking for barbecue from there, but I didn't start cooking it until later in life. That was the craziest thing. I didn't start cooking barbecue till I was like 18 or 19. So there was a span from like 8 years old to then until I started cooking it. But I owe it to my dad that started me on that. And
that's such a late start at 18 or 19, man. You're just slacking out there. Where are y'all from? Where are y'all located at? Let people know.
So we are people ask me where you from. I say I'm somewhere between Jimmy Carter and Jimmy Buffett. But
I love it.
But we're from Maracus, Georgia, Sumter County. We actually from the same county that Jimmy Carter lived in. It's peanuts and pecans around here.
Pecans or pecans?
Pecans, my boy.
My mom always said pecan.
I'm not going to judge you either way.
She's from Picayune, Mississippi. So.
Oh man. So when you started, when you started getting into barbecue, what kind of barbecue were we talking about? Because we talked about Jesse, he was whole hog, you know. Were you more like an offset can style cooking? What kind of barbecue were your first steps?
So I still have my first smoker. We actually we're retiring out of competition use this year. It's Oklahoma Joe Longhorn offset. One of the
great pit.
The older models. And I started learning on that. It's crazy because I first started cooking inside the chamber with the fire. Then I moved to the fire box and started learning how to control the fire with that and all that. And to be honest with you, my dad set me up with Boston butts. He said, "There's a lot of fat in this thing. It's hard to mess it up. Have at it."
Yeah. People don't realize that when you start with an offset and you learn how to do some fire management, it makes your journey so much easier because you know how the pit runs and everything else. And with an offset, you know, you get to know that offset to the nth degree. I mean, we make our own offsets here in Utah. Me and Kyle Abel, we designed and built some really amazing offsets. But I started with a Pits and Spits after I was on drums, went to a Pits and Spits, and that Pits and Spits, it was a nice trailer smoker. But once you get that figured out and you get it dialed in, people don't understand how good that barbecue is that comes off that kind of pit.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But I will say, learning the temperature control on the offset is a journey.
Yeah, it
there's
is.
there's some trials and tribulations in that.
Yeah, for sure. So you did some of that for a while, and then what was the transition into, okay, I'm wanting to do this more on a professional competition level? Where what was the transition period of that?
All right, so I started getting good at cooking barbecue, and started posting to social media more of my cooking, pictures and stuff like that, making it look nice. And a friend of my father's reached out to me, said, "Hey, are you interested in competition cooking? You should try it. I feel like you do all right." I said, "Well, I haven't thought about it. I've seen it, but it hasn't really crossed my mind." So he said, "Well, I have a friend here who's looking for somebody to join his team." And I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity for me right here to learn, to get my feet wet, per se.
Yep.
And I linked up with him. His name is Brent Cannon. He had Georgia Boy Smokers was his team name. And we ended up clicking. And that's where I got my start. He took me under his wing, and we went from there.
What year was that?
Let's see. That would have had to
Ballpark.
been 2022, maybe.
So fresh and new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2021, 2022. Yeah.
Nice.
I have not been competing very long. We are still a baby team.
And then, so what kind of competitions are you competing in? KCBS, IBN?
So I compete in a right now a smaller organization called MSG, Middle South Georgia Barbecue Association. It's just in Georgia at the moment. But next year we have on the schedule, we're going to do a KCBS, GBA, and an FBA competition.
Florida Barbecue Association is no joke. That's a big organization.
Yeah.
People don't realize how
Yeah.
big they are.
I talked to a guy on TikTok quite a bit named Tim Hughes. He he's a really good guy, and he's been in the FBA for a long time.
So when you're cooking in the Georgia Barbecue Association, are you doing a 4-meat comp? Is it a 2-meat comp? What are you doing?
It's mostly 3 meat. So GBA does pork loin, pork butt, and pork ribs.
Oh,
And
pork on pork on pork.
Yeah, they will have a chicken and celery sometimes.
Boy, Chicken Fried just came out with a brand new rib and pork wrap. He's got a peach flavored one that's been out for a while.
He's got an apple one now.
We just got the apple one in the store today, and I've already sold half a case. It's crazy how good.
Wow.
Yeah. Bill Purvis is on fire with his products, and they're just crushing it in the store.
He actually is, and MSG is a 3 meat comp. Also, it is pork butt, pork ribs, and chicken. We use Bill Purvis's Game Over brine fried chicken, and it has turned us around for the better. It's some good stuff.
It's got great flavor, and it adds just the right amount of moisture. Just making sure you take that chicken. People are like, I've won chicken at 158, scared to death that I wasn't done, because that's all the higher I could get that temperature. But man, everybody that's crushing it is taking it in the low twos, like 203, 204, 205. People like,
Yeah.
How are you cooking chicken to that high a temperature? I'm like, it breaks down everything inside that leg or that thigh or that wing,
Yeah, I like the 202 range.
Yeah.
Well, just so everybody knows, coming from my thermal brain, 157 degrees. All you got to do is be able to hold that temperature for about 37 seconds, and then it's pasteurized and it is safe to eat. So
that was before.
So you were good to go.
Before I knew that, we were struggling. We had wind. It was a competition down at Cabela's in Lehigh, and we were battling wind the whole time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get DQ'd in chicken. It's gonna cost me the competition and everything else. And I was just like, it was on Little Red, the Pits and Spits. And I'm like, crank that thing. Let's go. Let's get it up there. I'm like, I waited till the last second, pull it off, sauce it, boxed it, threw it in. I'm like, all right, they're calling all their wars. I'm like, I'm gonna get DQ'd. End up winning chicken, pulling that chicken at 158. It was crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, like I said, you're safe and pasteurized, so you didn't make anybody sick.
No.
Speaking of which, you want to pull your turkey at 157. Just since we're going into that season, 157 and has a hold for 37 seconds. Do not let it drop below that, but most of the time it actually will raise on you, and is going to be the most juiciest chicken or turkey ever.
I was just hoping that it continued to climb while it was in the box.
Oh, it did.
I was like, oh, come on now.
It really, really did. It really did.
I was just hoping not to get a DQ.
Right? So this is what I freaked out with the very first time I cooked the competition, right? We all grew up watching the shows, the Pitmasters, right?
Yep.
During that show, when I watched it, there was a lady that made a point at one point. She says when turn in, that there are judges that are certified judges that will actually check the temperature of your turn-in. I don't know if this was a thing back in the days where they actually used to temp your food before it went to the judges, but it really freaked me out. I thought when I went to my very first competition, aka Jesse's comp, that they're going to be temping my food before it goes in. So I was really, really paranoid to make sure everything was above temperature.
I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah,
I got to go back and watch the episode, but I swear to this day, some lady said that they go through and
was it Leanne Whippen, the blonde?
No, it was a judge, I think, that they were interviewing or something along those lines, because it freaked me out.
Wow.
Yeah, so but then again,
I was freaked out too, so I feel you.
Have you ever had any mistakes like that going into a competition? Have you ever panicked and had anything that was potentially on the line of risk, Dylan?
I wouldn't say at a low temperature, but I've had some ribs drag along before to where it's coming down. Like I'm over there and talking to the ribs, like, "Hey, you need to come up in temperature, trying to get there.
Let's go.
Yeah. I don't need to rest you long, but I just need to rest you just a little bit before we put you in the box. I need you to come on along."
Right? Yeah, that's usually for me. I don't know why I overthink it, but brisket, I'm like, come on, you need to get done. You need to rest. But it really doesn't. If you're cooking it to those temperatures and you get into the Cambro, you'll be fine. But
sometimes it tightens up on you if it stays in the Cambro too long, man.
Exactly.
It's like I mean, because back in the day, man, you're pulling brisket at 203, 204, 205 when it felt right. But with these Snake River Farms golds or blacks, either one, man, big guys are going to 210. I've gone as high, and it freaked me out. I'm scared to death. I went to 213.6 before it did that secondary stall, and I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm toast. I'm done. It's going to be overdone like a mug. And end up winning brisket with 213.7. Yeah.
Wow.
It's stuck in my brain. That's how scared I was.
You know what's crazy is you can cook a brisket that high, Jesse, or to your local boiling point before you start actually pushing moisture. It's the boiling point that will actually dry it out. So, but yeah, man, those Snake River Farm briskets, I agree. Sometimes you have to let them rip before they even want to loosen up. And you're talking 208 on some of those just before they even start to even break down at all. Too much fat almost.
And last year at the Blaze of 47, man, I pulled that brisket at 208 and change. I can't remember what the decimal point was, but I forgot a trick that you got to vent that brisket before you put it in the Cambro. Let it relax. And I didn't. And man, it was like a degree or two past. I got a decent call. It was like, well, we didn't get a call. It was 7th place. But from 7th place to 2nd place was less than 2 points.
Jeez.
And that's nothing.
Yeah.
And that's part of the doneness.
Was it just
great? But
yeah, when you went to slice it, did it just crumble on you? Is that what was going on?
It wasn't crumbling. It wanted to, when you droop it or do anything, it just wanted to fall apart. So it didn't tighten back up the way it normally will, but I didn't vent it. It was my own fault. So always vent your briskets, boys and girls.
Everything, vent everything. Yeah. If you got to hit the brakes on the cooking, because if you don't vent it, it's going to have problems.
Let that steam, as soon as it stops steaming, just put it to bed.
Exactly. Are you picking up any tips here?
I am a sugar all the way.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know what shig is. So
yeah. As a listening, sharing, stilling ideas. I think shigging's more of a stilling ideas type word, isn't it?
Shigging is when you come into a competitor's space with the implicit intention of either stilling their cooking technique or their recipes. That's what shigging is. So we're giving up information. Y'all shig all you want with us on the podcast.
Exactly. Do you have any tips? What are some tips that you may have learned along your way for new cooks barely getting into barbecue? Something, that's, life-changing in the barbecue world.
All right. We're going to start in the competition world because I found this out really early on. I'm glad I listened to this. Do not worry about anything but your turn-in times at your first competition. Everything else will fall in line. And that was drilled into me, and I thank God for that, because I've never missed a turn-in time, because that is the number one priority for me. The KISS program.
I have missed
simple,
it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're ever at a big competition, and Jesse's there, and you need to talk to him, all you got to do is go to the very last window of turn in and wait till almost the last second to turn in, and Jesse will come. He'll appear. It's crazy. Jesse seems like he's the last one to turn it in every competition I've ever seen him cooking.
I've seen a couple competitors that seem like they teleported from their trailer to the turn in.
Dude,
am I wrong, Jesse?
No, you are absolutely not wrong. I try to get early, try to get the chicken in early, try to get ribs in early, but it's pork and brisket that seem to always get me. But dude, we're in Wendover, biggest competition in the Western United States, $45,000 up for grabs, and I'm vending, I'm cooking VIP, and I'm doing the contest. And I'm focusing on everything except the contest, which is my own damn fault. And I look up, and it's 12:30, and the ribs are not out of the Cambro. So I'm pull them out, slice them, slap them together, and we were 2 minutes late on. And my turn-in runner left the box. So when she came back, no box. I'm like, we made it. It didn't make it. And the judges pulled the box. They pulled the box, and they absolutely loved the ribs, and it cost me so much money.
Oh man! And the thing is that people don't understand is, especially at a big comp like that, you got to clock your walk time as well, because especially in Wendover, that is a huge parking lot all the way into where the turn-in was. I'm thinking where Jesse, you were set up. It was probably a good minute and a half walk.
At least a minute, no doubt.
Yeah. So,
and I should have said Little Jess. Like, let's go, run, boy.
Yeah.
Because the turn-in, she didn't run.
Oh man.
I think we might have made it if Little Jess would have been on his horse.
Yeah. Wow, that's cutting it too close. And that was ribs. That kind of set the bar for everything.
That just well, when she came back out and she didn't have the box, I'm like, all right, we're good. And she's like, nope, we missed the time. I'm like, oh man.
No, bummer.
It happens.
Yes, it does.
It's happened to me more than once, unfortunately.
I'd almost rather miss a turn in time than actually a DQ of like, leaving a string or having some foil or something on there. I'd rather miss a turn in window than actually having a DQ.
Or a little piece of blue glove.
Yes.
I've had a good friend of ours, Fidel. I tell everybody, take a picture of your box before you run it. Look at the picture, because you'll miss stuff in the box with your naked eye. But what's weird is on a picture, you'll spot something. And Fidel had a little piece of blue glove in his turn in. He didn't see it before he closed it. He took a picture, but he didn't look at it.
Oh,
because they could have flipped the box even at the turn-in table. Flip the box. That's the other thing. If you got a good runner, have them flip the box and look. Have a paper towel with you if you need to dab the outsides. But something like a little blue piece of glove, you'll be able to spot just when you're sitting up there at the turn-in table.
Yeah. Oh man. These are great tips. I have things I've never thought about. Usually when I go to the turn-in, I usually just set it down and call it done. But opening it up and taking one final look to make sure everything's good.
Yeah, a final look because you're on the table, so you're good once you're on the table.
Yeah,
because there's usually going to be somebody in front of you, whatever else, and you set the box down, open up, take a peek, get a little dab with a paper towel or whatever else.
You might get yelled at if you're like at the Royal with 400 something competitors like stacked up.
635 the year I was there.
Jeez, that is a lot of cooks. And speaking of which, that's going down this weekend. Wishing everybody luck on that as well. That is going down.
And that was a 20-minute walk.
Jeez.
Wow.
It was brutal. So we took turns, me and Curtis Nations. He's in Macon, Georgia now. But me and Curtis, we took turns on doing the walk. So yeah.
Man, I felt like they should have judging tents set up throughout a big comp like that. With something that big at a raceway? Come on. Let's
set up some zones.
This was when it was at Arrowhead Stadium. At least have some of those courtesy cars that you could like hop on the back of a big old golf cart and haul me in there, man.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Jeez, that is a lot. Jesse, one day you'll have a comp that big. You're gonna need more car dealerships to blend them all together.
more space. Space. Do it up University of Utah. Let's do it up there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be so cool. All right, so let's
Dylan,
talk
how
more
many,
about
how many,
our guests.
how many,
he hasn't
how,
even talked much, man.
Yeah, how many competitions did you do this year?
So this year, due to work responsibilities, we didn't get to do as many. I think we did 5 or 6. I think it was just 5 or 6 this year. I had some stuff, take precedent over this year, but we're gonna hit it back hard this coming year.
That is awesome. And then, so what do you? Did we already cover what you're cooking on now in competition?
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I use a Oklahoma Longhorn offset and a Gateway 55G drum and a Oklahoma Joe Bronco, which first starting next year we will be all drums. We are retiring the Oklahoma Joe and leaving her at home where she can rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's heavy. That's heavy to move. Those Longhorns are pretty big. Isn't that pretty heavy in the steel wheel?
They can be, but you get used to it after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so many cooks are running just 4 drums nowadays.
Yep.
You're getting that charcoal and the little wood flavor on it, and the people don't realize when you're cooking on a drum, you get the vaporization when those juices are dropping down and hitting the coals and
right back up to the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man! It adds a significant amount of flavor to it.
Yes.
Yeah. The question is how complicated do you really want to make it? I feel like the drum smokers are getting more and more advanced. Jesse, I think they're it's like, wait a second, we're taking the simplicity out of these and they're getting more and more advanced. Are you
but
thinking,
they're not.
But they're
not.
They are, but they're not. Like the Hunsaker, I think they figured it out to where you can kick it and let it run, and it's gonna dial. The Gateway, there's so many intakes in one exhaust. You know, it's just the Salt City Drum Smoker had the one in, the one out. You know, I just feel like there's just a lot of different things going on. You know, Cotton Gin Smokers, they have the door. I think they're just getting. I think it's getting too complicated. I think Hunsakers has figured it out to where it's super easy.
Don't forget the UDS Mafia.
Yes.
Well, but like Dylan, when you're cooking on your Gateway, are you using a billows, or you just kind of you got your little mark set on your intakes and your outtake?
Yeah, I wait till it gets to about 275, and I start bumping the dampers until it locks in on 300, and it'll sit there at 300 for a while. I don't use any fans on it now. We may be going to fans next year, but we don't use any type of fan. When it locks in at 300, I don't touch it. I make minor adjustments here and there, but it likes to stay where it's at. But I will say it's easier to bring a drum up than it is to bring them back down.
Oh yeah, do not leave that lid open for very much time.
Right?
Yeah,
it will
in and out
on your ass. Yep.
Yeah. I use the billows on mine, and I love it. I can just set it and forget it and do other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that always makes it nice. But I think a fan assist or the Hunsakers is the way to go. That's just my personal opinion, because the Hunsaker, I've never really cooked on one, but I've watched the Chris's cook on them. Watch Chris, he goes in there, it's boom, 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 done, and it just pins the entire competition. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, so. Sin Bin BBQ and Toughies, they're all doing it. Well, who else is running Hunsakers? Sling of Meats. Well, Sling of Meats has their big offset now.
Yeah, he used to run them, but now he runs his offset.
And then who else is running? Well,
Christy Vanover.
Christy Vanover's running drums. Wild West is running drums. Who else is running? You know, all 801 Plow Smokehouse, 5XL's running drums.
Me,
different drums. I'm back to drums, you know.
Yeah, I think it's just because they're so easy. You can throw them in the back of a pickup truck and be good to go.
Yeah.
Trying to load an offset or anything else like that, it's a pain in the ass.
And the wheels on the Hunsaker make it so easy to roll, man. That thing just rolls like a dream.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's everything. But that's so 2025. We'll see what we're talking about in 2030. It's probably going to be offsets again.
No, it'll be billows with an AI that just does it all for you. You just got to trim it and let it put it on for you, you know.
Oh, you never know, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, what is your biggest achievement so far, and what are your goals in the barbecue? Obviously, we all want to win the GCs. We all want to become world champions. But what is your biggest win, and then what is your long-term goal in the barbecue world?
Biggest achievement, we were this would have been our fourth competition. We went to a little town in Georgia called Ryan, Georgia, to compete at the Pond Town Cook-Off that they put on, and my father-in-law and I, man, we cooked our butts off that day, and we ended up that was our first win. We got first place in pork loin, first place in ribs, and second in chicken. And like I said,
get a GC.
Yep, we got the GC on it, and
nice.
That was probably my biggest achievement, just because we were so new, and I'm still new to it, so still trying to figure everything out. And we got in there for a GC. Now, my plans for competition barbecue is stick with the KISS program, keep it simple, stupid, and have fun. I've got some recipes that I'm working on right now, and I think the judges will like them. It's just plan to execute and actually execute the plans. That's all. Just close the box and hope for the best. I just like to have fun, to be honest with you.
Right.
Well, people don't realize is like the biggest part of competition is your doneness.
Yep.
If you can just master your doneness on everything else, flavor profiles that come and go. If the different judges have different palates, so they like different things. Make your box pretty, get your good appearance score, make sure it's done, and everything else will take care of itself over time.
Yeah, exactly. I like to I've gained a second family through competition barbecue. I've met
Mm.
some absolutely wonderful people. I met some not so wonderful people, but that's just part of it. I the question I get asked all the time is, I see you walking around a lot. You need to look at your Oklahoma Joe, and I'll look at it. Oh, it's fine. It's still going. I've got her dialed in. She's good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's a little bit. Jesse and I are kind of like the yin and yang of that type thing. Jesse's always working. He's always doing something. He's always moving. Um, he's like 3 games ahead, and I'm just sitting in my chair, just waiting, rolling my fingers, scrolling.
Yeah.
It's like stuff will happen when it's gonna happen, but I'm and I think that's where the experience comes in. He just knows the next step that needs to be ready, and he's ready. And I'm more of like, all right, I got about 5 minutes. It's time to get ready, and then I'm usually running around like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I need something.
But dude, back when I was running the offset, my pork and brisket went on at midnight.
Yeah.
So I set up that zero gravity chair right by the firebox, so I'm keeping nice and warm, and set an alarm every 45 minutes. Wake me up, throw on 3 more splits, couple chunks of lump, and go. And that one of the things is like, I lost more competitions because I didn't have a separate chicken cooker. Because if I got behind on ribs or anything else, and then chicken was behind, I had to bump it up, and I'd mess up ribs because I was trying to catch up on chicken. As soon as I switched to a separate chicken cooker on that with that offset, it changed the way I scored and how well I could do.
That's interesting because the fastest cook can cause a snowball effect all the way down the road. Yeah.
Yeah.
So having 2 cookers minimum, 1 chicken and the rest you can roll with. So
well, like I'm no Harry Sue, man. Harry Sue was able to do a 4-meat competition on a WSM, and I'm like, he got everything done well in advance. He had to have that competition, it was in Vegas. I think it was like 110 teams, and he gets a GC on 1 WSM.
that is wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
That's magic.
That's some skill.
That's
That
some
really is.
sorcery right there.
WSMs are hard to cook on too. They're not easy.
I think they are.
Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, I don't know if he was helping Barbecue Guru, using Barbecue Guru, or created his own fan system. But I remember he had some electronics that he had slapped on that thing to help.
It was Barbecue Guru before the billows came out. Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he used.
Yeah, man. That's still wild to think, though, to be able to cook. And then he was just like the Parrothead smokers that throwed everything in the minivan and go.
Yeah.
Oh, Parrothead.
Or not Parrothead.
That's not Parrothead. That's Vince. That's Rhythm EQ.
That's Rhythm EQ. Yes, my bad. Yes, Rhythm EQ.
Yeah.
Yes. The minivan.
Because Vince would run 4 WSMs before he went to a Fast Eddie, like a 110 that laid down in the back of that minivan. I don't know anybody else that's as meticulous and organized as Vince is.
Yeah, that's wild. That is wild.
I've helped him load that Fast Eddie so many times. He goes, we got a system. We can do this, do that, the other thing, but I need your muscle.
So, got it. Right, yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Well, Dylan, is there anything else that you want to cover talk about? Is there any sponsors that, are there any rubs that you're out there using in your game that you want to give up some secrets?
I want to talk on a subject you just said, Jesse, about having to, shift meats because of heat and stuff. Mm-hmm. You're behind on it. I learned real quick about that. So what I did, I started cooking everything at the same temperature. So I cooked chicken at 300. I also cook ribs and butts at 300. That's the way I learned. So I probably, to be honest with you, could cook at any other temperature. It's just I've become so accustomed to it, so that makes it a lot easier for me if I have to move something around or needing to do an emergency pull or whatever. It that helps me with across the board. I am a hot and fast guy, so I like to get my
Almost,
butts done a little early.
yeah, yeah. Everybody's almost gone to hot and fast, but cooking at the same temperature, having your timelines down where ribs have to be on at this time, chicken has to be on at this time, and if you miss that window by 10, 15 minutes, it can put you behind. So following your timeline, having a good checklist, having your timelines written out, it helps you tremendously.
My
It really
butts
does.
and money muscles will always be ahead of time. I always put them on a little earlier than I should have, just so I can get the rest period on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as sponsors go, big shout out to Luke No More Rubs out of Florida, Mr. Jason Moore. He was the first really ever sponsor we had. His seasoning is the base to all our recipes. We do use Heath Ross and Game Over Brian from Bill Purvis. That stuff was a game changer on chicken for us. But Luke No More Rubs. Check them out online. He's out of Florida. He's actually from a small town just about 15 minutes from where I live at. And he gave us a shot, and we use him for all our recipes on the competition trail. Big shout out to Buck J Truck, and they've helped us out more than I can attest to. And
There's more good people in barbecue than there is bad. There's
yeah, there
there's
he
always
is.
good there's always going to be one or two. I mean, you got 1,000 people, you're going to have 1% is going to be assholes, and that might bleed over into barbecue. But for the most part, in a barbecue competition, if you forgot something, you go to a couple teams and they're going to hook
Yeah.
you up. I mean, it's just such a great community, great family. Couldn't ask for better people in the barbecue world.
Yeah, big shout out to
It's true.
Dale Fort with Barbecutery. He helped me when I was when we were coming up. Jonathan Sands with Rib Publicans. They helped us out a lot, and Brent Cannon with Georgia Boy Smokers. They all three of those guys have been in my corner and have helped at any time. No hesitation. And they set me on a good track early on, and I feel as some younger competitors like me don't get that a lot, but they helped set me forward, and I'm thankful for it, man. I wouldn't got any of the trophies I have without their help.
That's
cool.
awesome. And then where can people find you at? Where are they able to follow you and find you at?
Facebook under Dylan Cromer. TikTok, we're the Holy Smoke Barbecue Team. We also have the Holy Smoke Barbecue Team on Facebook, that page. And that's about it. I do some social media, but I don't do like all Instagram and stuff like that.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
Too much for me to keep up with.
Right.
Yeah,
I get
it's
that.
a lot.
I get that.
It's
Yeah,
a lot.
it really is. Well, cool. Well, thank you, my man, for joining us tonight. It was awesome to be able to chat with you, being able to learn some tips and share some barbecue knowledge, and hopefully somebody will be able to pick up some of these little nuggets and being able to use them in their barbecue.
Yeah, do a little
competition as well.
shaking and always do a
Exactly.
little shaking.
Hey, you gotta shig when you can, because
Yeah.
if
Yes,
you
sir.
don't, it'll go away.
Yeah, exactly. All righty, guys. Well, thank you so much for everybody who tuned in and commented. We appreciate that. And yeah, make sure you hit that like button. And then also follow the Pitmasters podcast at all social medias. And then follow me at Smoking No Joke Barbecue. And then follow Jesse at Pitmaster Supply Company Layton. And then also follow all of the sister stores. I don't know. Is that the right word? Sister stores? I don't know how to properly say that. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Follow all them as well. All right. Thank you guys and have a good night.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.